in this series very much, because things can always change in a series in a semifinal against a team like Cloud9, Jason, and Liquid still are not out of this yet.
No, they're not out of this yet at all. And I mean, these two teams played this map back in Dallas. It was such a long time ago. It might not even matter at the end of the day. But just to put it out there, it was a 16-5 victory for Cloud9. It was a smackdown.
Yeah, Cloud9's good on Ancient. They're one of the best teams in the world on Ancient, hands down. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task. I like the way the Dest frame this, is Liquid with all their experience, knowing there's a few areas where they can take a few more risks. Let's see what the CT side looks like. OC's op came online towards the end. Good opening kill from Yakinder. And he's going to get a follow-up attack, and Hobbit finally trades him off.
Lige is in trouble, though. He's trying to hold the boxes, and around comes Hobbit, but smartly gets around the corner. He can't. There's two players in mid that would be staring him down. So instead, Nafany tries to take pace to the site itself and rely on rotations for Liquid to beat them and getting the bomb down. It's Naf that's already in position, though. Hobbit spots him.
I think he spotted both. I think he knows the position of both. Here comes the retake. Nafany's just going to dodge the fight. They need to clear out Hobbit, but they line up a little bit. He's got a double.
Oh, wow. Low HP on the first one, fair enough, but he manages to get both, and now it becomes a battle of one-on-ones. OC wins his against Nafany. That forces Hobbit to consider Cave. He still doesn't yet know where Nitro is, rotating in from the long lane. And Hobbit now hears it, so he's just trying to get on off the bomb, but the bomb on the other side of the pillar, there's nothing he can do about it. Now he can! He's got the first kill! The knife potentially? No! It's a kit for Nitro, so he gets it done, and Hobbit can't find a kill either. Nitro swings back. Either way, it's Liquid with 3 pistols now in this series.
Yeah, 2v4, Hobbit's almost able to pull it back. He pulls it back to contention at the very least. A nice double kill opening from Yakinder. OC's able to handle business in K with a double kill of his own. And Hobbit not able to pull it back all the way. Tough to defuse. I mean, once they realize where Hobbit is, Nitro's like, I got a kit. Like, I'm just going for it. Smoke as well. Even though OC goes down, it's such a difficult affair. And Hobbit knows it. 1-0. That's 3 out of 3 pistols going the way of Team Liquid in this series so far. Oh, but danger. Allegiant Nitro. Oh my lord.
Oh my god. What just happened? Sick pistol round win, Liquid.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous slaughter in return. OC's going to salvage a little bit from this and get at least 1 kill, but 1-on-4, bombs going over to A.
It looked like Nitro and Lige like ran into each other. They were a little bit blinded. A good flashbang, obviously, from Cloud9. I don't know what the hell happened on B ramp for Shiro to get a follow-up double as well, but okay.
Bomb has been planted.
Wow.
Hard part, too, is like that all happened so fast. And Inters just kind of pulls knife out and just starts running through Jaguar. They know the position of OC, so they can even hunt down this M4. It's actually pretty valuable for them to do it. Because they know they've already got him blocked off. They know that he couldn't have escaped through mid. Shiro's waiting to escape through double doors, so they have all the information. They know exactly where he is, and now he's screwed.
Yep. Can't even go back through the cave. Molotov to try and mask his noise. Doesn't even matter. Exile's got the fight 1-1 in a stunning fashion. Just slaughtered Liquid. What was that, 5-6 seconds into the round, it felt like?
Okay, this is B. Okay, so
Neato.
Yakinder just gets wrecked, and Naf was putting out the Molotov with the smoke so that he could follow up and push. And in the middle, it was just blind and unfortunate circumstances. That's quite a reversal for Cloud9.
Second round bye, man. Get that bomb down. And now they take control. Yakinder goes a little bit deeper inside of the cave. He's gonna get tagged by the Molotov. Shiro's gonna know that he's there, or should. Yeah, they're already sprang into it. Inters couldn't connect, but tried. Hobbit's gonna try as well toward Donut.
I think this had to be a conversation between the maps. You're obviously kind of preparing and going over what you have prepared for Ancient, but also, I mean, think of the 2 of the things that kind of really messed with Cloud9 on Inferno. Sloppy utility usage with missed Molotovs and missed smokes, and losing some very, very critical rounds against low economy buys from Team Liquid. Now that took place on the T side at the very least, but that certainly had to have been a talking point. And Liquid have the correct stack. 3 players over at A.
Sorry, it happened when Liquid was on the T side.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, just to clarify, because that could have been confusing. Yep. But yeah, obviously the low buys were when they were CT. Naf, this time as a CT and on the low buy, has 2 chances to another. He's going to come out and actually get that while running. Nails the third. Huge job done. OC able to support on that with the scout and soften them up. And he's just going to sit with the same angle covered off, but they know now it's going to be rotating back, and Yakinder's ready.
That's so great. What a great setup. The scout to tag them up. Nafa boosted up to be able to clean them off. That's brilliant. 3 kills for Naf in the round. And Yakinder, yeah, he knows that they're coming to the other side of the map, so he's going to try and play this one as smart as possible. Backs away, tries not to be aggressive. Playing at default boxes, I think this is going to be about finding a timing. Sound cue. 18 seconds, but he's alone here.
Oh, the timing, though, is everything. You're right. It wasn't sound. He just walked out and caught Shiro looking the wrong direction. He goes down to 6 HP, but with 11 seconds, Inters isn't even going to consider this. Liquid somehow pulled that one back, and I have to say that was a good setup. OC did the damage. Naf just swept them under the rug.
And they even had Nitro at the default boxes in case it went south, in case maybe they only got 2, but someone else is tagged up. He's there to clean things, but look at the upgrades. 2 Galils picked up, an AK picked up, an M4 picked up. Liquid all of a sudden flush with rifles and flush with cash, and a 2-1 lead. But Cloud9 buying right back up into it, so it's not over yet. A real back and forth jockeying for position. That one's all Naf. There's a tag with the scout, there's a tag with the scout, and the cleanup from the 5-7 with all those bullets.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call shenanigans again on Naf. He keeps saying, like, you get that interview where he's like, yeah, we're in the filler positions. Naf was a stud on Inferno.
Yeah, he is a stud.
He's delivering,
real.
He's delivering hugely impactful rounds.
A low-key sloth. That's a sly sloth in that case.
He's sandbagging us.
It's also, yeah, it's also sick that he takes the aggro on that one and gets the first kill all by himself. Like you said, the first one was all him, because then they're just staring at him, and OC's like, all right, well, this is easy. I don't even have to worry about an M4 taking my head off. Just clean shots. Anthony can't quite get Yikinder. He's down to 5, so he falls off of it.
He was hoping to freeze Yikinder to fight inside the flames. He did a little bit. Yikinder almost burns down to 5 HP. And that's going to soften up the B defense. Naf plays retake. Liquid likes to play retake on this B bomb site. Naf, especially when players start rotating, Naf really, really backs off this. So Yikinder's going to take that low HP all the way to the other side of the map where he expects a lot less attention, and they might get aggressive. Yikinder's going to start pushing out A main. So towards Donut we go. Elige under a lot of pressure.
Tons of pressure. He's going to get supported. He's going to get abated back out of this. And Elige finds 2 because Nitro, all he did was get 1, and the attention was turned his direction, and Hobbit's going to try and run Nitro down. Remember, longer swing from the Palace and Temple position, but Yikinder gets it because Nitro smartly doesn't take the fight.
What a crazy rotation from Yikinder. He got 2 kills with 5 health. Obviously, the last one, Hobbit's not even looking at him, but I don't know where the first one came from. What a great double and donut for Elige. Yeah, look at the smiles on their face as well. They're like, okay. We got this under control. You guys might have think you trapped us a little bit. So he's an A main. Axile just wasn't prepared for it. What a great shot. What a great job. Nitro dropping 1 as well. Okay then.
They'll take those all day long. Hobbits with just the pistols. Liquid up now. Winner of this to the grand final. It's G2 and Vitality on the other side. Liquid, the only team that didn't top their group and had to play through the round of 12, let alone the quarters.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That close to your monitor, not spotting it out. That's a resolution problem.
That's not a resolution problem.
That's
he's too close to the monitor that he can't see to his left.
We did talk to him. We did talk to you about this yesterday at dinner. We were laughing because
oh, hang on. They're going to recover it, so it's all good. No harm, no foul.
Liquid was telling us sometimes when they're in practice, they'll be typing between rounds, and Yikinder sits so close to his monitor that he actually can't see the chat. He can't physically see the chat when he's like concentrating on the game that close. So.
Oh, I walked in to take the picture that I put on Twitter. He had no idea I was there. No idea. I thought he was just ignoring me because he was trying to warm up, and I was like, fair enough. And then I said something to him, and he goes, oh, hey. I was like, you genuinely did not see me.
I would wonder if that's going to be... I almost have to assume that's a resolution issue, that he didn't spot him there.
It possibly, but I
know what you mean.
Like his peripheral. That's like almost like 90 degrees to his left.
So focused on the crosshair.
Either way.
This is Cloud9's pick, trying to punish Team Liquid on a map, whereas, as everyone's kind of mentioned, they have the advantage. Liquid did play this in the quarterfinals against Mao. Hold the thought. Naf's got a blind double headshot.
That's crazy. Shiro's going to get him back. That forces a rotation out from the top of mid, but OC's still there with the AWP. Bombs down in the site. He's not a 4x3 user, by the way. He is a 1080 by 1920, because that's why he sits that close, according to most people who hate that resolution.
Jesus. Well, 4-on-2. Smoke and nade to work with. Nathany's going to be smoked off, and Yikinder's got another kill in Jaguar. Cloud9's going to have to take a timeout, I think, early on.
Yeah, this is not the start you need. This is your map. This is a map you absolutely... Liquid already have the same amount of rounds that you mentioned the last time these two teams played on it.
True.
It was 16-5. It's 5-1 for Liquid right now, so pressure's on for Cloud9.
I was going to bring this up, is they played Mouse in the quarterfinals just, a couple days ago, and they were no joke on it. They beat Mouse 16-11. On the CT side, they got 9 rounds. but that was with losing the pistol. They went on like a 9-3 run once the guns came out for Team Liquid on their own CT side against Mouse. So this is not a map that they're going to be unprepared for in any way.
So back to the pistols again, and yeah, they very, very, very much need to talk this over. You can see, obviously, Coach getting involved.
The other side of that coin, Cloud9 as well have a very convincing victory on this map as well, 16-8 over FaZe. That was in their quarterfinals to get here at ESL Pro League. With that big upset over world #1, denying access, denying an opportunity for the Intel Grand Slam to be taken.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, and at Dallas, they beat FaZe there as well. I mean, that was the breakthrough. You know, Dallas, the NA adopted son, the fan, the sixth man they've arguably never, ever had as a team based on their, you know, region and mixed nationalities from the CIS.
True.
And then, not only that, it proved that, you know, beyond the online era, they could still win. And now they're faced with something that seems to plague them. It's Team Liquid.
And every once in a while, they have a tournament. What Dallas was one of them, obviously, with that performance in front of the crowd that you just mentioned. But also here, they look so clean. It's like every time they have like a great, solid performance, you're like, all right, they've gotten over the hump. They've gotten over the pressure of the moment, like the late stage, the deep runs into the playoffs that always seem to plague them, where they just kind of fall flat at the biggest moments. I mean, you got to say, at the end of Inferno, they had a couple huge mistakes, like rough calls, a couple rounds timed out, not even giving themselves opportunities to win. So the pressure of the moment seems to still be an issue for C9.
Well, even they missed a molly inside of the A site. They missed smokes on the CT side. They missed a molly on the T side. And credit to Liquid. We'll come back to this because Yukinder's about to start seeing a number of pistols. He's taking the early damage as well. So luckily, Naf's able to slide out and support that position. Although he's got to be somewhat careful. And they'll switch back the other way. Round should be done. They'll get Yukinder down. Naf, don't run out of ammo. All right, taps away. Finds the kill so they don't lose any more guns, 6-1. But people were being hard on Liquid, saying, oh, they're not practicing enough. They don't care. They're, you know, they haven't put in the hours. These guys have been on the road for 9 out of 10 weeks. And when I say on the road, not even just North America. They've been in Europe for 9 out of 10 weeks. They had 8 days home. That was it. So you can't say they're not putting in the effort. They've been working their butt off, and it's starting to come to fruition.
The life of a North American Counter-Strike player at the moment. And that's why sometimes you see those ramp-up periods. But I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a good time to ramp up is right before the major. Team Liquid's looking really scary. Now that they've gotten past that initial rustiness, now that it seems like they've fixed some of those problems, now that they've got OC clicking and firing with the AWP. Alige is looking like a phenomenal star next to Yukinder. And Yukinder is a monster.
He's just taking down Nafany as well. What a start for him, 9 kills. Naf's on 8, those two together today. Whew. OC6 as well. I mean, that to me was the biggest condition as to why it was so close in the deciding matchup in the group stages.
The scariest thing for the moment, we're so early on in this game, so I mean, obviously it's recoverable for C9, but this is looking like an old-fashioned C9 on land coming right out of the COVID break. 0 kills on Nafany, 1 on Exile, 2 on Inters, 3 on Shiro, 8 on Hobbit. Remember, Hobbit at the start of this team out of COVID was the one consistent player on land that could have a force. You do not want to return to those days. Boost up almost catches Yukinder. Smoke gonna start fading.
Lige might benefit or pay the price for this. He gets 1. 1-on-1's not bad considering that situation. And they still have the man advantage.
Nitro slides into Donut to get some early spot towards the A bomb site. Dink for Naf. He's gonna back away. Yukinder is still aggressive, but he's gotta look the other direction. It's all out of timing. Oh, he's there perfectly. He's ready for it.
Yukinder with more. Tries to flush Exile. He takes the fight. So we're still only a 1-man advantage. Naf knew the call was that damage was dealt, so he tries to spray through.
They got us almost saved.
Oh, 18 seconds. I don't think you can afford to save anymore. It's 6-1. Like, you can't give away more rounds. The mollies are out.
You're not getting
Flashes are there. This is so tough. Yeah, now they're going to save. Now they realize with 8 seconds, clock goes red, and they're going to be dead because guess who's behind them? It's Nitro for the double. 7-1 for Liquid.
At least they go down before time. That's one thing. I think if you're Cloud9, if you're Coach Groove, just start burning timeouts at some point to get them back into this game. Liquid is loving this.
And yes, G2 and Vitality look absolutely sick right now on the other side of the bracket, but they're new teams, and they've yet to be really tested. I mean, sure, G2 did redeem themselves yesterday in map 3 against Na'Vi, but Liquid have to look at this. If they can get through Cloud9 and close this series, it's a winnable event, and they would like to get win back in their sails, to get NA hype going into the major. Oh man, that'd be huge for them.
I'm not gonna lie, I might be one of the few. Oh, hold the phone. Tech9 killing a Yukinder. Finally, they put him down in Jaguar. Naf's gonna step up into Cave, grab a new angle. Rifles passed over. I might be one of the few. I don't know if I'm entirely convinced by that performance from Vitality yesterday against Outsiders. It was a weird game, so I'm not going to be super critical of anything. But
I actually favored G2 against them.
Okay.
I actually picked G2 to win that game, so.
This is going to be, this is a really, really cool semifinals bout that we have between these teams and obviously between Vitality and G2. I'm really interested to see the way that goes. This is going to be a really fun final. Cloud9's going to find a gap to utilize here as Hobbit makes his way in towards A. Nitro's been spotted. He's got 2 angles to deal with. Awkward engagement, but he wins it out. No head armor for Nafany, and he's dropped.
That's the benefit of also closing off that position at Donut. Oh god, the gun barrel. OC still wins that. Shiro's going to be kicking himself. That is not a sign of a solid game so far for him. Good shot from Exile. But yeah, you can see that Nitro, yeah, he had 2 angles, but as soon as they went inside of the temple, they couldn't stare down the hallway as easily as you formerly could. So it benefits both directions situationally. Elige will get Hobbit down. Exile, yes, planted the bomb, but he's in a 1-on-3. At least he has an M4 picked up now.
He's got to smoke too. I mean, if he wants to, he's going to get smoked off, or the bomb is going to get smoked. If he wants to use it in some way, good first kill from him, down to 33 HP. He's got a lot of time left that Elige can play with this defuse. He goes to stick it. Body block isn't there. Exile might just win this, spamming into the smoke, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to reach, but what an effort from Exile.
That is so close. He knew they crossed. He actually hit the diffuser the first time. At least jumped off the ball.
Yeah.
And then he got back onto it because his teammate got closer to take the fight. I actually thought he was going to pull that 1v3 off. That was nuts.
Yeah, almost deserves it in a way.
Elige with a good kill. That, I mean, look at this. Watch. Hits the first. There, at that point, he actually hit Elige already. He's, wow. If he stays with the M4, maybe he can spray into that. But either way, Liquid get another round. 8-1. Where is Cloud9? Oh, it's inside the clouds right now, waiting at elbow, trying to get out of the smoke. And OC is pushed up as a result of this, but he's going to slowly fall. Well, not even slowly. He runs back.
Yeah, he saw that Molotov and he bailed out. Elige toying with the edge of the smoke now as he steps up, but not as clear line of a vision as he would have liked. Elige and OC both sticking around a challenge here in middle. Nitro as well from Donut, and Yakinder's waiting to pounce in Jaguar if he wants to crunch as well.
Shiro not able to hit the first shots. Nafany down again. Nafany's 0-9. He was the player that had that sick 4K and B on Inferno. He was the man single-handedly that brought them back into the first half. Where is he?
What a great piece of aggression from Team Liquid to stand their ground in middle. They set up a crunch and it works perfectly. Elige with the opening kill, narrowly missing the off shot, but OC pouncing after the fact. Cloud9 have no answers.
Shiro with the pre-scope gives that up. So now he has to make noise. Makes noise, but makes the kill. But Nitro too close for him to have any chance of a rebuttal.
It's a good play, though, from Elige, coming back to be aggressive at a point where you know it could be traded.
That's also such a hard thing for an opera to do. You're so pre-programmed to quick switch twice to bring your op back out that even if you know there's one on the second angle, you hit that shot, queuing once, it's actually harder than you think because you're so set to just go tap, tap. So getting the pistol ready, even if you know he's there, is difficult. Inters is going to take down Naf. And now a 2-on-3. It's Inters and Exile.
This is an opportunity. Nitro's going to have a flank. Inters needs to catch this.
Nitro's on the back of this too soon. No. Oh, I was going to say no chance he turns fast enough, but he absolutely did. He smokes Nitro. Exile with the wide side has an off angle that Yakinder's not ready for. An OC on the AWP. Does he go for the M4? Does he try and make this play work, or does he just stick to his nerve and stick to the gun? He's not throwing that M4, or excuse me, throwing for the M4. Exile's going to see it and easily gets the second round now for Cloud9, but they're still down 6.
Yeah, has a AWP to drop over to Shiro as well at the end of the round. 8-2, 6-round lead. That one is painful for Team Liquid. I thought they did a great job, and it just slips away. That kill on a Nitro is everything. This one is nice too. Naf could have played that a little bit safer, a little bit more conservative. But that's a bit nitpicky. He could have backed away and just played for a 4-on-2 retake. Regardless, some beautiful shooting from Cloud9 shuts things down before it can really begin. OC might have been able to win that fight, but the time it takes to pull out the M4 that he swapped over to is his undoing. Round 11.
Nafany still wants to get this first kill. Get the goose egg to hatch. And he might. Oh, Yakinder's going to beat him on that one.
Another one.
Gonna follow it up to get Hobbit too. That's sick.
And remember, on Inferno, Yakinder didn't have a super impactful game. He had a couple isolated good rounds, but it wasn't any kind of performance that we saw from the rest of this here on this map. Liquid didn't need him on Inferno, but here he's being a beast again. 13 frags, 3 kills in this round.
And in a position where he could actually get more than that. Inters is heading in the same direction. He's barely, well, I shouldn't say barely, he's below half health, but 46 after 3 kills is pretty good. He's not done. Another angle to work with. Inters is there. Has to swing away, and I think he ran out of ammo on that one.
I don't know if he would have gotten the kill regardless, but yeah, unfortunate. Still, information is his. This time it's Naf and OC at the B bomb site. Utility out towards B. Inters and Axel at the base of the ramp. They've got 30 seconds. Alish has slid over now. There's 3 players here. Alish has a support flashbang that Naf can call for whenever he wants.
Axel trying to find the angles, and he spots it, but it's not going to matter. They capitalize and punish. It's 9-2 now for Liquid.
That's the 6th round in this half that Cloud9's only been able to get 1 kill.
Yeah, no, money's
6 rounds on this CT side that Liquid have survived with 4 players.
Actually, I say money's massive. It's not huge. Naf's down to 900 after the buy. OC's at 25, so it's not crazy. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The kills just aren't adding up, and a timeout called again for obvious reason.
And now, I think now you might just burn them. Like, you need more than 2 if you can't win the next round.
Oh, you have to burn him.
Yeah.
In this situation, what else are you supposed to do? You've got to get into this. This is it. You lose this map, you're done. You're out of Pro League.
At least Groove looks calm.
He is normally
A very calm, stoic person.
Yeah, he is. He is. Although after Dallas, not during the game, but after Dallas, he was pretty happy in the hotel. I remember chatting with him a bit. He was.
Yeah, we stopped by, said congratulations. He was in a great mood.
He was. I think it was a lot of relief that they won that event, but also that it was exciting. They were with the new org and everything. So Jack was there to support them. But yeah, now it's good that he has that stoicism when it matters. Keep these guys focused because they look 9-2. It's not over. It's not. I know it's not looking good, but they can still come back from this. We've seen teams do it before. Kender again, though, is going to just try and be a massive thorn in their side. Smoke down before it plumes. He finds Shiro. Careful not to overextend and overload that rifle because he's down to 8 bullets, and the flame's now gone. He can fall back and get a reload in.
Smart play, though. He sees the Molotov is going to deny him access to retreat, so drops the smoke to make it really uncomfortable to prevent Cloud9 from chasing him down. 1 kill to the left and even a nade to the right. Alish has been brought over as well. Him and Naf playing passively behind the block. Alish now going to slide forward. This is the endpoint for Cloud9.
Hunter's still just absolutely waiting, but the smoke down. 47 seconds left in the round. That'll be there until about the 32, give or take, second mark. He gonna go on this? Oh, he does! And it catches out Yakinder. He's followed it up. Now he's in the server. His first 2 kills, and they're massive. Gives himself up in the 3rd, but he was low HP, so he was playing for information at that point, and that information's gonna benefit because Inters is able to find Naf. As he swings back out, OC's able to trade it, but
oh dear.
2 on 2, he's caught with arsenal of nades in his hand, and not an AWP, it's all on Nitro. And 9-3 is the score Cloud9 are seeking. Nitro swinging around, though. Not going to spot it yet. Axile, he peeks it. No mistake on it. They've got their 3rd.
Okay, they have their 3rd, but this next round is the really important one. Like, that's all well and good. Get your script together, another round on the board. But if you don't actually win this follow-up and really punish the money that is now starting to dwindle, everything that had been built up, then it's a problem. Because resetting the economy is the only way you're going to close this gap in any significant way.
The interesting thing as well is, as you said, they played Inferno already in this tournament. It was Yakinder that absolutely dominated them, and they had a set plan today to try and shut him down. They may not be ready for the fact that suddenly Liquid's playing Ancient. That they beat them on it so badly last time that they weren't maybe expecting some of this aggression, and they haven't been able to adapt because they weren't anticipating it, and Yakinder's just relentless inside Jaguar.
Oh, another missed Molotov.
Yeah, they're getting good at those.
Yeah, just we'll start a tally from here on out.
That says they're off, though. That says they've... Yeah, it's going to be an interesting discussion after this game before the RMR starts, at the very least.
Leash calling out mid-clear as he peeks around the smoke. Cloud9 once again going to relocate on the map. Hobbit's shifting over. Looks like, again, they want the point of challenge to be the B-bomb site. This time it's an aggressive stance at middle. Elige, Nitro, and OC all peeking up, and as you can see, clearing out. There's the boost up. Elige can wrap around. They might not expect this. Ooh, Axile's way too far away to stop it. Elige might just have at least one freebie. Maybe two. Oh dear.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Good old M4 only hits one. The backside of the hitbox is tough. Nitro's able to at least support that. Yakinder comes back out with all the chaos, and they are going to take down Nafany by way of a nade. He found Elige before that, so it's still just a 3-on-2. But yeah, they've been so focused on Jaguar to try and take out Yakinder that Elige just shows up and says, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, but this round should be over with that play from Elige. That should have at least been a double and round done. Now there's a possibility for Inters and Hobbit. Gonna dry swing out. OC's out in the open, holds the line. That's the bomb that drops Inters half HP in that engagement. 1v2. He has the bomb and he has to plant it B. There's 15 seconds left.
Taking his time because he's considering a flank possibility. He'll plant pillar. So default hold. A bit wider than previous. He can make a move on it, flash himself out, and they're both going to look down the same lane, short side. Inters, though, is looking the opposite way. He might actually catch them off as he gets closer. Nitro saw the gun barrel, turns in time, and it's double digits for Team Liquid.
Good patience. That's so smart to call Naf back to come back towards the same lane and just say, look, we know he's planted the bomb. There's only one place he can be at the pillar. Let's just keep him locked in. This is going to be nice and easy. It puts the pressure on him, as he knows, to try and make a play, to have to overextend to swing for a fight. And perfect. Yeah, I think I can see Elige there shaking his head just a little bit. No reason to be frustrated. Round still goes in your favor, but this one is at least two.
What?
That should be at least two. It might have even been a third if he could have gotten those two clean.
I don't even know.
But thankfully,
get the first one clean.
Thankfully for Liquid, it's not punished. 10-3.
A little bit more pace this time. Khalil's mostly, predominantly 3 AKs, I suppose, but that's about to change because they're dropped down already. It's Yakinder with one, traded out. Nafany's going to upgrade. He'll grab the AK that his teammate lost, and he finds his 4th kill. OC staring inside of that hole in the wall, though, toward the Jaguar and see if he can get anything back from this. They have to slow the pace. Nafany's going to walk into this. Oh, surely not.
Last time it was Yakinder with the AK-47. He won that battle. He might be feeling confident, but it looked like he made a different decision right before he turns the corner. Stutter step and back away. They've been shut down at the B bomb site a number of times. They might try and head back towards the A site. A lot of this half, Liquid in their rotations have left mid wide open, and Cloud9 have just never really been able or had the confidence or have the courage to really test it and get in any kind of advantage position.
Nitro looking for the information to drop the smoke. He'll do that now. Shoulder peeking. Ooh, good Molotov, though.
That smoke.
He might have had a plan to get away. Elige, we switch view, top middle rather than inside of Donut's gonna triple up on them. Nitro looked like he might have got locked in, but man, oh man, Elige takes matters into his own hands. Exile versus 4, and it looks like we're gonna have 11-3 for Liquid.
Yeah, I think Nitro wanted that to bounce off the curve and actually cover the choke point. He threw it a little too shallow, so it stops. But Elige, you know, he had that weird situation in the last round. He makes up for it here. Triple kill. He's able to transfer over on a number 3. This is a disgusting half from Team Liquid, and Cloud9 feel lifeless.
OC with the shot. That's definitely getting him going again. We saw him work with the scout earlier in the half from that position. AWP, a lot more beneficial. Man, oh man, criticize them all you want for the group stages. 12-6 now. The impact has absolutely been there today, and it's been overwhelming against Cloud9. Hobbit's going to get Elige. That's a 1-for-1 in middle, so they've got a bit to stand on here, but they are still limited to just the weapons of the only AK being in the hands of Hobbit.
Bomb's all the way back in T-spawn as well. It's not an issue at the moment. Shiro's going to start backing away just now as I say that and go pick it up just to make sure. Cheeky position from Inters.
Yeah, he's going to get Naf here. Naf's not going to look that way at all. It's done. Caught him out completely. So it's on to Yakinder again. He finds one. They know he's been... Oh my Lord. God! They know he's been there. Man, I'm going to sit that close to my monitor. If I can hit shots, that's stunning. OC gets Inters down, and it's on to Shiro. This is going to be a 12-3 half for Team Liquid, and Shiro's not even going to consider looking that way. Yakinder knows. He drops him, and it's his 18th kill in the first half. My God, we'll take a break. Liquid on the cusp of a grand final.
Hey Future Pros! Back to Ancient with a basic B-site execute you can throw with a little help from your friends. For this execute, you will need 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and 1 molly. Ask very kindly for your teammate to drop their smoke into this corner, and when you are ready, get into the corner too. To throw your first smoke, aim in the middle of the doorway in the middle of these bricks. Then jump throw the smoke. This will smoke off the left side of site. While in the same spot, aim above this wall decoration and in line with the leaf above. Then jump throw the smoke. This will smoke off the right side, but be careful as the CT could try and sneak around the edge of the smoke. To throw your molly, aim at this part of the door along this point. Then jump throw the molly. This molly will push someone out of the cubby, which is incredibly annoying to clear. Now the smokes and molly are down, aim to this section of the door, walk forward and jump throw your flash quickly. This flash will get anyone on the site, but hopefully not your teammates pushing up long. Finally, throw your last flash over the triangle to stop someone from spraying through the long smoke and further blind anyone looking at the ramp. And that's it, pretty easy, and remember, just go B.
Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out.
What a half. Team Liquid 12-3 on a map they got smoked 16-5 on the last time they played Cloud9. And look at OC, he is fast. OC, no seat doesn't even matter. He's going to get the shot anyway.
And remember, this is a tournament Team Liquid came into looking really sketchy. They lost to Furia, they got bodied by Eternal Fire in a series, and then they had to actually beat Cloud9 just to make it into the playoffs, and that was a close affair as well. This time, it's not. This time, Liquid has powered on. You've got OC involved. You got Yekindar having another great game. Chalk another one up for him in this tournament, but Cloud9, this is a nice pistol round setup so far. Looking like they have a good idea. Hobbit with an initial headshot. Can he get anything else? They're ready to crunch this whole situation. There's the push down. Shiro's gonna turn the corner. Alicia's ready. 1 for 1, and so much pressure from middle. Hobbit keeps it up, and Nap has no bullets. Cloud9 get their first pistol of the series.
Couldn't come at a more crucial time as well to get them going in this. Ancient, just to remember, was not played in that deciding match in the group stages. It was a 2-mapper. Obviously, it was a 3-mapper, but it didn't go that far because it was overtime. It was overtime on Overpass that actually Liquid wrapped that up on with a 19-17 score line. So
that was a game where Yekindar dropped something like 40 kills or something crazy.
Yeah, I think it was 41. I'll go check right now, but
timeout called for Cloud9. Interesting. Interesting to call a third timeout this early, just after you win the pistol round. I mean, I guess in a sense it makes... there's a little bit of sense to it. There's a little bit of logic to it, considering how many low-econ rounds they lost on Inferno to Team Liquid's Deagles.
It was 41 and 23.
That ain't bad. But I mean, I think if you ever want to know a team is shook, I feel like right out of halftime, a timeout in the second round after winning the pistol lets you know that they're on the verge of a breakdown.
Wow. Let's hope not. Let's hope they can, for their sake, fight back into this and make a game out of this, make a map out of it, because Liquid are not at all, I think, feeling pressured. They won't even go for a fast second-round bye to try and get some sort of economic advantage. They're going to play the long game on it. And Elige with a Deagle.
He had 2 insane 1-Deags on Inferno to turn a bunch of rounds in their favor. Cloud9's got to be careful.
He's not done there. That peak could come back to him. Nafany's not going to give it to him, surely. Surely
Yeah.
he doesn't think of it.
And Liquid's just covering him, essentially, just giving him the time, giving Nafany enough rope to hang himself, in theory, to go for another peek and see if an Elige can just pop one off. There's a nade. Nafany peeks with that. The smoke obscuring vision, but Elige is still looking for it. Shiro's going to slide in from the other angle. There's the jump. And Elige no longer wants anything to do with it.
Shots out, just spamming through the wood with a Glock of all things.
1 damage on Inters, though. Fair play.
We saw a Glock wall bang this week.
We did.
It was on Inferno.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it was absolutely wild. And it was Naf that got it, if I'm not mistaken, and it was, yeah. Not all the Glock, to be fair. It was clean up with the Glock.
Few more Glock tags. There it is.
Oh, that's the Deagle, though. That's not a Glock. And it's going to hurt Hobbit a heck of a lot more. Head comes off of him, and it's the man advantage for Liquid. They're not going to charge through middle in the red room and try and wrap it, because they know that the rotations will come from from B fast enough, so straight to the site, but not anticipating Exile boosted reverse corner, and that's going to create a crossfire with Shiro that seemingly is impenetrable, as he even goes to the dualies to try and close out the round, chasing down Naf. And we're going to have, oh yeah, first Glock, baby. Do it. Do it for NA. It's going to be now at 12-5.
Good rotation from Shiro, though. There's a world in which he could get stalled out in middle. I actually thought Yakinder was stepping up to pick up the M4 and actually challenge to stop that rotation. I also like the bait from OC just jumping out to his death so he can expose the positioning of the Cloud9 defenders, but too much firepower, not enough armor for Team Liquid. Everyone gets shut down. Round 18. AK's on the board. Liquid's got utility to play with. And Cloud9 trying to mount a comeback. That smoke misses too.
Yep. But Exile sprays in. Ely Giggles looking for a shot over toward Long A. Haven't seen a lot of action over there really at all this game.
What's going on with these smokes today?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's extremely bizarre to me because we saw a few yesterday as well in the G2 game that missed. But this is like far too frequent. That one doesn't miss. It'll at least give some self-preservation as Yekender tries to chase down the position of Inters.
That one would be almost impressive if he missed that one.
Hey man, don't challenge me. I can do it.
I know. Yeah. All right, minute left on the clock, just over a minute left on the clock. Some counter smokes have been deployed. Counter utility from the C9 have been spent, but there's not a whole lot of nades left for Team Liquid, so I think they've got to calm it down because they're going to need these 2 smokes and 2 flashbangs for whatever the late round execute wants to be. This is what we saw Cloud9 not able to do in the first half. Nice job from Hobbit to shut down Yekender, but I was going to say we never really saw Cloud9 challenge in middle in that kind of a fashion.
Spray from Naf. Inters now on 13. If I'm not mistaken, that went through 2 walls because Yekender's inside of... sorry, Nafany's inside. Yeah, the cave position. He came back out. Shiro was never moved, though. He stayed in the cubby the whole time, and Nafany goes forward. It's on to OC, tries to swing. He knew the MP9 was going to be there. But the score now halved as it goes 12-6.
Yeah, great double kill from Shiro. That's a very, very important double kill for Shiro to get as they come up. That's a kill that if that's traded, they at least take the bomb site. Then it's a retake scenario. So Cloud9 holding on. This is the opening kill. Hobbit just challenging very narrow angle. I don't think Yekender spotted it as quickly as he would have liked. Good conversion. And good trade from Nafany. Round 19. Light armor and upgraded pistols for Team Liquid.
Yekender in, looking, down. Had every opportunity, but couldn't hit it in the end. Nafany gets one more.
Yeah, but you got to say, I mean, he had the right play. He catches Nafany completely off guard. Elige's Deagle can't get it done on Hobbit this time. Hobbit gave him a nice shot last time. His face got ripped off by Elige's Deagle, but Deagles betray them here. Very powerful situation for C9 to be in. 5-on-2. Nothing left but to swing and die. 5-round lead. Cloud9's come back very quickly. Not yet within striking distance, but at least they've been surviving. At least they've kept players alive. They've built up a little bit of money. They have a cushion of a 1-round buy if they were to lose a round. But Team Liquid's now hit max losing bonus, which means every round can be an investment from Liquid. Jeez.
Yeah, I told you he had every opportunity, Jason.
Yeah, he really did.
Every bullet was shot except maybe one, as Nafany is coming alive now, which they very much need. Lige, his turn to miss one. He's got a smoke down in front of him now as well. And it's Nafny, it's up at 9 kills. He's actually past that of Enters, which is concerning when you consider it. 18 still for Yukinder. He's yet to get the kill in this half.
Yeah.
Puts Hobbit just one behind him.
Individually just slow to get started. Flashbang doesn't go deep enough, but he still wins the fight. Good frag from Inters. Yukinder again had every opportunity to win that duel. Only does 27 damage.
Yeah, slow to react. Not sure if he was looking elsewhere on the screen or if he was looking for radar, but he definitely did not get in position for that one.
He wasn't even blind. The flashbang fell short to clear that angle. Nitro, Naf, and OC going to start sliding out the double doors. Elige is in middle. And it's a 4-on-5, but Elige can try and equalize things. Hobbit's going to give him the opportunity, and Elige is off the mark as well.
Cloud9, going to be just 4 rounds behind. This is on. Liquid are going to feel the pressure. For the first time in this game, they're going to be aware that they're not collecting kills that formerly were going their way, and that's going to put things into an awkward situation. Is Nafany behind the stairs? That one's a miss as well. It bounced off. They wanted to cover the lane with it. It doesn't, and that's going to cost them because Nafany's able to take down Nitro easily. Bomb's not going to get that far, and he's got another follow for the third. Not quite. OC's there. Swings, but Inters is holding the angle, and we are 8 now for Cloud9.
Yeah, that missmoke from Liquid that time gives Nafany the perfect off angle to just swing around. That gives him a way deeper glimpse and a lot more safety to take that fight. A good clear from Inters. 12-8. And even with the full losing bonus, without any kind of a plant from Team Liquid, that might be perhaps one thing you can catch on to for a worrying sign from Team Liquid is they haven't been able to get into the bomb site. They haven't been able to get a bomb plant yet. Haven't even had that little bit of success.
Kinder with the flames at his feet. Checking for box, got close if anyone wants to jump from mid.
It's really important that Yukinder gets something done with his AK-47 in this round. This hero AK, we saw it actually win a round on Inferno, but even if they don't go for the victory, even if they don't get the whole way, at least some kills. They've only got 3 kills in the past 3 rounds, Liquid, so Cloud9, that money's growing. And that's the first recipe of a comeback, is having the economy to not have to worry about it, to not have that added pressure on your shoulders.
I gasped for a moment. I thought there was going to be an exchange inside of the door, the Jaguar position, but it's shrouded by not only the smoke, but the scaffolding that's there. Kinder to open it. Shiro's got the first, so he gets position on the back of that shot. Elige gave himself up to get him the angle, but he needs to be perfect on his aim, and Enters is still on his left side as well. He spots out Shiro. Not aware. He's not aware at all. He's going to get taken down here. Oh, Enters. Whew. Not the cleanest aim. Shiro comes back in. We're looking 12-9.
Yeah, and I mentioned it was important that he gets something done with it. No kills, very little damage being dealt. Shiro down to 62 is it. Cloud9's money is going to be through the roof. Team Liquid have made this as difficult as possible in the second half. It was 12-3 coming out of the halftime break, and Cloud9 have won the first 6 rounds of the second half.
In convincing fashion as well.
Very convincing fashion. 3 kills now in the past 4 rounds if things stay the way they are, and it looks like they will because no one's going to consider Nafany's flank through Jaguar.
Oh, you say that. Naf does turn around. Gives OC a chance because it got awkward between the first 2, but still.
Oh, nice.
Hits all of it. I was going to say no time, and also the rotation from Donut. Even if there was the time, he's not getting over to that side of the map for free. Exile to close it out. And luckily, OC went down before the time.
Yep, so he gets his bonus money. Wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. He would have had an AK to drop over. He's got 7,200 though, so he can go for the AWP if he wants it, but a second timeout now taken from Team Liquid.
Well,
Excuse me, first timeout. First timeout for Team Liquid.
Actually, that surprises me, yeah. I thought they would have had at least one done by now, but you're right. So, okay. They've got a lot to burn, but they've got a lot to claw back into this, considering they still have the lead at 12-9. They have not looked impressive so far on this T side.
This is where we're going to get a glimpse of the Team Liquid mentality. To stay strong, to not let this comeback continue. 4 rounds away from a grand final, but they've lost 6 in a row. This will be the best buy they've had in this half. Op on OC, 4 AK-47s, full utility on everyone. Round 22, and Cloud9 calls for mid-presence. Exile and Hobbit to get aggressive. Shiro there with utility to set him up is going to rotate with the CT side op over to the A bomb site.
Flash for Hobbit, stuck in the corner, but they don't check it fast enough. Tries to pre-fire the second, and Naf gets him back, so 4-on-4.
I think they're going to be okay with that trade, Team Liquid, because at least you've now thinned out the defense a little bit. You're going to cause them to move around. Previously, Cloud9 was winning a lot of the initial fights and being able to survive, but now you put them in a position where Cloud9 has to consider how they want to move around the map.
Smoke inside a door. Ooh, Nafany trying to spray down toward the bottom side of middle. Ykinder has eyes inside of the B site, but can't spot anyone with them. It's Axile again that comes out from Donut to catch them off. So Liquid picked back straight away. The passive-aggressive play from C9's defense continuing to be a problem. Elige will level that. 54 seconds, they go to a 3-on-3, and Ykinder's still trying to find space.
There's a window. They've showed mid-presence and they've showed mid-aggression, so Inters has shifted back to watch for a mid-push up the stairs. Shiro's now slid into Donut to clear out anyone coming towards the A bomb site. So for the moment, Nafany's alone, and that smoke is perfectly timed. That's going to buy time for Inters to get back and set his feet and get comfortable inside the B bomb site, because Liquid is hitting here with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yep, they have to. Commitment needs to be on. Nafany's going to recheck ramp, get behind the pillar. That means the Inter's battle comes first, and if they're looking towards CT, it's a long way to turn to try and find Nafany. They hear it now. Good smoke down. Nafany's forced to get even further away. Nafany burns Ykinder alive. Elige gets the shot back onto him. That'll allow the bomb plant, but it's 17 and 5 HP for Naf and Elige, respectively, to desperately try and win their first of the half. Oh, done. Naf's done. That HP, and he's running towards Shiro. He never would have expected him to be that far, and Elige wants to counter it. Can't do it, and it's going to be C9 in double digits. Just 2 back now.
Slow start to the game for Cloud9. Slow start for Cloud9 individually, and Shiro has come roaring back up the scoreboard. 17 kills on him, and also shout out to Hobbit, who was one of the only ones fragging in the first half. He's got 19 kills.
0 kills for Ykinder in this half. 7 rounds in, he's still at 18.
Yeah.
That's your entry fragger. That's a problem.
CT side Ancient looking strong today between these two teams. It's a defensive struggle, a defensive battle.
Too easy for Shiro, as Naf never would have expected him to be that far out, and here we go. Now they're getting pumped up.
Well, at least they got into the bomb site in a plan, which means with the full losing bonus, they've got a full buy in this round again as well. Going to pause things, take it slow. Cloud9 is expecting Liquid to eventually say, wow, we don't have success in middle, we don't have success at B, we're eventually going to try and hit the A bomb site, and it's not happening. Shiro's there early on with the op, you've got 2 players playing in Donut. Hobbit is there, Axile's in a swing position, but it's pressure towards B. Utility is being spent, challenges on A ramp, trying to catch someone who's forced out into the open, and it's not happening, but Liquid at least don't commit.
The op of Shiro, though, does come back over. Short lane for him to cover. Third map that I didn't know that we were going to need. Dust 2 is where we would end up. Kinder's still trying to find one in this half. Baits the shot out of Shiro. It's been the standard setup.
And last time he saw the op there, he also saw Inters to the left. He was taken down by it, so we'll see if he catches on. We'll see if he clears it this time. OC is going to provide the opening as Nafany slides through the smoke, trying to figure out what's going on. Nitro's traded off. Axile still going to stand tall. Oh, he's got another one. A good headshot on OC. And Naf can get the plant down, but his teammates are dying. Ykinder this time clears it, but can't win the fight. And Naf is gone.
Wow, this looks just so untouchable right now. Ykinder can't get anything. Like, he's literally disappeared out of this server.
Yeah. I mean, all of Liquid have, once again, I mean, despite the fact that they're getting into the bomb site these past round, getting the plant, the rounds in the post plants haven't been close. It looked in the first half like Cloud9 completely collapsed and crumbled under the pressure. Whatever chat they had during halftime, whatever chat they had during the timeout after winning the pistol has worked.
Couldn't even follow up on the Axile trade. He gets back in behind the wall. It's working very well. 12-11. 10.
8 rounds straight.
I was gonna say 8 rounds. I did the math wrong. I added 1 instead of subtract 1. It's all right. We'll get there. Don't do math live. But
yep.
Yeah, 1 round but apart. I can figure that one out.
Violate that rule quite frequently.
Yep. We take, you know, we enjoy living life dangerously.
Rules are meant to be broken. Let's hope this time out for Team Liquid is as impactful. They need a game plan. They still haven't tested A, and Cloud9's looking for it. That's the hard part, is it's already in the back of Cloud9's mind. They're positioning players there to have a strong defense at this bomb site early on, expecting a change up from Team Liquid that's just not coming. It might be a factor of Liquid saying, we can't make that change until we actually have success.
Well, and we have a read. They hardly have a read. I mean, look at this, full court press as well.
No one's going to the hallway, no one's going towards middle. This is all 5 players going to attack the B bomb site. They might have an opportunity with the retake setup. Nafany's late.
They know.
Contact.
They had enough audio cues toward middle to know that no one was running over Banana. Naf's going to get one back, but this is done. They're already just walking in. Look at this, not even a bomb plant. See ya. This is desperate. Liquid's lost. Liquid has no clue what they're doing right now on this T side. Literally a full court press, all of them in one spot, and they cannot find and capitalize and take map control back.
This is jaw-droppingly impressive from Cloud9. On a team level, the rotations have been on point. You're exactly right. The information they're gathering is on point, and just individually, a completely different game from the first half, where Cloud9 didn't look individually in it. Now it's Team Liquid. As you mentioned a number of times, the Kinder's still on 18, still have yet to get a kill in the second half. But Lige as well, stuck and quiet. OC's had a couple good rounds in fluff time and low impact time. Nothing working for Team Liquid until the Tech-9s are out on the board. Can they pick up the pace?
Nafany. This time they're out in the site with more success. Finally, Kinder gets on. The score sheet nearly doubles it up. He puts Hobbit down to 8 HP, but he falls, and Shiro's found OC. So it's still a 2-on-2.
No one's left in the site, though.
3, excuse me. Hobbit's still up. You're right. Elige is way back, and Exile's going to call that. So they just have to clear out the ramp. Nitro wants to get forward to the smoke. A second one might give him a bit of a chance to do so. Low HP, easy find on Hobbit, and he's going to use that second smoke to his advantage. He's going to try and disappear and become a problem. He knows the bomb's just in front of him, so if he can emerge from this, but a timer on it, he would get the kill. It's not going to happen. The lead to Cloud9 now.
I don't even think Exile saw him. I think that's just a smart play to spam into the smoke, saying that might be the only chance he has to win because we're going to block him off with utility. 10 straight for Cloud9.
I'm stunned by this. I mean, with the start that Liquid had, oh, that does suck.
He inched a little bit forward. He was getting ready for him to tap the bomb. And now you see a smile. It was completely different in the first half. And now you see Team Liquid looking to challenge over towards A. Finally, they've had enough.
Yeah, well, let's see if it works for them. Because you've got 2 down middle again. They haven't done anything with middle. No success in taking that part of the map. And look at the results of it. Hobbit's down there, just going, yeah, okay, I'll just rotate wherever you need me to. I can hear everything.
Gotta appreciate this from Cloud9.
Oh.
For a team known to collapse under pressure, there's no bigger pressure than being down 3-12 at halftime of an elimination series, an elimination map, and come roaring back in the way that they have. It's Liquid with the weight of the world on their shoulders now.
Shiro with a setup that could be absolutely menacing if they double up on this. They're trying to boost up OC to see it instead. He's slightly off the angle. OC wins it. Shiro was looking low. Kidder sees smokes come out. He knows what that situation implies. He'll sit back and wait for the rotations. No commitment yet from the bomb, but they're in the site. Nitro's going to take down Exile. Hobbit through the flames. He does burn alive eventually. OC gets him, but it's going to still be the bomb late to the site.
Oh, Nafany's now going to slide in. He's going to get at least one, and OC's not ready for the op for the trade. Oh, but he's got a precise headshot. The opening and the all-important impact kill on Nafany. Team Liquid is going to get their first round of the board because Inters is sliding away.
To save as well, but $10,000. Look at the money they have. They have money forever. Liquid's got to be perfect to the end of this game if they actually want to pull this off.
Yeah, Cloud9 should really probably have no issues with their money for the rest of this game, although we'll see at the next buy. It's probably going to chew into this economy quite a bit. So they might actually be in a situation where if Liquid go on like a 2 to 3 round streak, I think that might actually break the economy like right when they get to 14 or 15 rounds. But that still is a distant thought at the moment, as this is the first round win for Team Liquid in the second half.
So 13-13, Liquid at least get one. Oh man, it took a lot. It took going to A. We will say that, considering we talked about how they hadn't done it and the Cloud9 was ready.
I think Cloud9 to a certain degree almost stopped believing that they were ever going to switch it up because there were a couple times where they were anticipating it. Ooh, good shot, especially after getting dinked.
Yeah, I was going to say, he got dinked at the same time he shot. That's wild.
Yeah, he had to hit that shot or else he's go down. Final timeout called by Cloud9. I was gonna say, I think Cloud9 like even stopped believing it was gonna happen because there were a number of times where they had like, you know, player in donut, a player in that donut hallway, and then Sheer with the op steering down the main choke point. They were ready with more bodies for it. Past couple times, it's mostly just been Shiro and a player in donut. So Cloud9 just missed the timing and when that switch was gonna happen. But if you're Liquid, like, what do you do now? Like, yeah, you had success at the A-bomb site, but you still haven't, like, do you call the same thing? Do you call something similar? Do you call a contact play? Because B has still been shut down, mid has still been shut down.
That's the key to me. I think they need to get a middle. They need to, even if it means cutting off rotations, getting behind them at B when they're trying to take it, they need something. But look at this, they're gonna go right back to it. Again, there's the one that's lurking on the opposite side of the map. He's gonna put out some Molotovs toward the top side of the ramp and play the double door, which might come to contact right now. He might actually get into an exchange with Nafany. So the one who had the slow start and the one who's been cold in the second half, both of them not being the best T-sided players so far. Shiro.
Oh my lord.
Wow, okay, Yikinder.
Look at how that pulls Axile away. Look at the minimap. He was huddled up at the A bomb site. He was sticking around and he's shifted towards middle, but he's come back. He's not fooled by it just yet. They're gonna leave 2 players here. They're saying this is the only point they've had success. Surely they're coming back in this direction. OC missed a shot as Axile slid out. Important trade, but an even better double kill from Axile.
And they didn't even see Inters yet. So the fact that they get that double kill, they don't know that he's boosted up in the corner. OC missed a crucial shot on that. And I think it was Inters that may have heard shuffling inside of the A halls, and that's why it came back, because they made a few moves to try and get ready for utility.
Tough part is Nitro has the bomb, and he's left alone inside the A main, and he's got 5 HP. He can't be the aggressor, so this is going to be Elysian Yekender, I guess, I'm assuming are going to have to try and work their way through Donut.
And they're going to have to swing far. Inters, you almost need Nitro to go down, but wait long enough to go down that they can immediately trade that, because again, they have no idea that he's there.
But keep your eye on the timer too, because if Nitro goes down and there's not enough time to recover the bomb and get back to the bomb site,
oh, here comes Hobbit.
It's a huge problem. I don't think Nitro can do it until they come through.
He has to wait, because they have to trade it. Elige going the wrong way, but does have his crosshair in that direction. Yikinder makes a jump. Now he goes for the shots, and you're right, 11 seconds. They try and swing it out. Inters with the triple. Boosted up the whole time, 14-13. And oh my, they're going to have to buy everything right now on the Liquid side.
Yeah, they've got money. They've got plenty of money. Yikinder has 7,100, 5,500 on Nitro, 6,600 on OC, so they're going to get whatever they want. But running out of rounds to play with, and that's a tough round where you get an opening like that, and this is the miss. I mean, he's checking every corner. Hard to adjust to that shot, but that would have been a beautiful one to have. And the fact that Axile gets 2.
Yeah, and then Inters, as I said, never ever had to do anything.
Never had to budge.
Hobbit close inside of utility.
Same tactic now, 3rd round straight.
I guess they had to do something, didn't they? Elige gets tagged.
Look at the confidence now in Cloud9, in your face at all times.
Interestingly, though, there is only one in that site. Again, it's Axile.
It's a hard spot to clear, especially if Hobbit's able to find the timing to shift back and actually provide support.
He's already inside a donut. And from that initial exchange, Axile peeks for information. Good damage, but he goes down. The opener to Liquid.
You know what's really cool to see in this is with Liquid having pretty much a failed offensive half on this map, putting faith in OC. After the tough group stage that he'd had, they've called a number of rounds that boost to allow him time to find an opening pick, to find a kill for them. He's delivered on it twice.
He's not going to figure out that Nafany's sitting inside of the corner, though, but it has pulled the rotations. Bomb's coming this way, even though.
No, I think Nitro's going to pull off a fake. I think they're going to try and come here late and have Nitro use utility over. Yep, this is exactly what's happening. They're going to try and pull the defense, and it's working. Shiro is sliding. Hobbit hasn't seen anything or heard anything. Inters is there as well. So it's all on Nafany behind the smoke.
Yeah, behind the smoke. This smoke's massive. I don't know the timing on it. It's got to be a decent amount of duration still. So if they get too careless and too haphazard, they'll pay the price for it. They're going to, but it's a good trade. Elige immediately. And they've got room, but they don't know it yet. So they're going to take a bit of time to set up and clear. They need to get this bomb down. The sooner the better, because the rotations will take time, and Elige will go immediately in to try and do so now. Inters. Does he push right through this? I thought they might boost behind it, but he wants in. Elige, if he peeks, he's going to pay the price. Inters with the kill. And the man advantage to Cloud9. And tons of time still on that bomb for them to slow things down on this retake, which means Hobbit's flank is going to come into play. OC can't hit the first shot. Hobbit's already got Nitro. It's all on OC. He's going to try and turn it around. He's going to try and find Hobbit, but he's smartly gone the other way. He's holding him off, and they're going to get on the defuse. This one's done. It's going to go map point for Cloud9. Can you believe it?
This is unreal. What a phenomenal half and a great hold from C9. They've had so much money to play with. 2 chances to close this out, which is an impossible thing to consider considering the first half. Another opening pick. Liquid's found like 2 4-on-5s towards the end of this game that they have not been able to convert into round wins. One of them was a Yekender opening on Shiro at this bomb site. The other one is this pick from OC in this round, and it still slips away from them down the stretch.
Insane from Cloud9. Resilient.
Resilience that I don't think we really expected them to have.
Hobbit, he's been waiting in middle the whole time. It's Exile that actually gets the kills with him, but the damage was there. And this one might be over. Holy moly, a 12-3 lead blown by Liquid and absolutely earned their way back into this Cloud9.
I'm so impressed because think of the way this shifts now. I like Team Liquid going into the third match. Like if you're Cloud9 losing, Inferno coming into this elimination, then 3-12, you got to have a real come to Jesus moment in halftime to be able to pull this one off. Now it's going to be Liquid who's going to have to bounce back. Their conversation, their mindset is, we had a 12-3 half that we let slip away. They're going to have to show the same kind of resilience.
Shiro, easy shot, sees the gun barrel for a lead sticking out. OC gets one, but now he turns back to middle and realizes they're all waiting for him. 16-13. Incredible second half, 13-1 run, and that is absolutely dominant. And you are right, the mental game now for Liquid is going to be hard.
Yeah, that's going to be a real big conversation.